Hey guys, well, it's actually Wednesday, not Thursday, but I'm doing it today because I'm still homesick from work, and I thought I'd probably go back to work tomorrow. Hopefully, I've said that every day this week, but I've woken up really dizzy all week, and they don't want me to be in a classroom with kids if I'm dizzy, which I completely understand. So that's why I'm doing it here. I have little notes because I still am experiencing a lot of dizziness, and it's really hard to focus and remember what when do. Plus, I have something I need to read off here. Molly wants to get in the bathroom, but she can't. So you've noticed that my videos, my last two ones, this one has been in the bathroom, and mainly because my bedroom is a mess. It's like a minefield, and I really need to get it cleaned up. It's still got stuff piled in from school, so that's why I'm in the bathroom. So I mentioned I was just reading the other Boleyn girl last week, and I'm not in right now. Just can't get into it right now. It's actually stacked up, so my bathtub's in it. But I'm rereading this. It's called Her Secret Fantasy, and it's by Galen Foley, and I love her books. Her romance novels are amazing. I'm waiting for her new one that was just released yesterday. I ordered it, or Monday. I ordered it in the mail, so it should be coming today or tomorrow. So I'm trying to get this one finished, and I'm almost done. See? But you know how much I like romance novels. Okay, so I got challenges. It was really hard because I really have two favorites. My current favorite would have to be Deathly Hallows because, I mean, a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved how the different settings were in there, and I love it. I loved it so much, It's hard to say exactly, but my all-time favorite Harry Potter book would have to be The Order of the Phoenix, and I can't get to it because my room's a mess and it's on the bookshelf and there's stuff against it, but Order of the Phoenix would have to be my all-time favorite one, but Deathly Hallows is like my current favorite Harry Potter book right now. So yes, Marissa, I just wrote out, it's not a haiku, I don't really think it actually rhymes, but I'm making more poems than you are, and you have to excuse me because I'm also hard of hearing, and hard of hearing people don't do, they don't do poems very well. Okay, so, vultures make me go gack. I'm not quite sure what to do without them. I'm not quite sure what I do without them because they have my back. That's Marissa, Tori, and Chelsea, Rosie. Oh, and my very own Twinny. There are all too many. I wish I could name them all by name, but that's just too hard of a game. So I think I'll just end the poem without rhyming and say gack. So there you go. Horrible, I know. Okay, so I wrote this story a long time ago, and it's my month class story, and I thought I'd read this one this week, and then I wrote one about the vultures, but you have to have this one, and I'll type it in the little in the description, or I'll put a link to where I typed it up online. Okay, so this one's called Podcast from Potterland, written by me. Once upon a time, in a land called Potterland, there lived 6 princes and a princess named Andrew Sims, Ben Shane, Kevin Steck, Jamie Lawrence, Micah Tannenbaum, Eric Skull, and Laura Thompson. Oh, and P.S. This is when I still had a crush on Kevin. Yeah. The Queen, J.K. Rowling, wrote a wonderful adventure titled Harry Potter, which gave them lots to think about. Each of the princes and princesses were different, and they all came from different lands. Andrew came from Medford, Jersey. We have something in common. I'm from Medford, Oregon, where they worship Bono and talk rather funny. Ben from Mountain Ridge, Kansas, where the students get their own personal libraries and they love to debate everything. Kevin is the smartest and the handsomest, in my opinion, prince of all of them, who went to school at the University of Connecticut, where they celebrate smartness. Everyone wishes they were backward compatible with him. And steers clear from the blue screen of death. Jamie is the only Brit, besides Her Majesty Rowling, who also attends school at Durham University in England. Jamie is the funniest of them all with the British wit, and every time he is injured or does something stupid, we feel his pain. Micah comes to us from New York City, and the oldest of the bunch and the quietest of the bunch, and the others tend to steer clear from them when they hear what's bugging Micah. Eric is our noisiest prince who comes from Pennsylvania, who is known for his spewing and long rants that give each of our princes and princesses a very, very bad headaches. The last, but certainly not the least of our prince, is our only princess, and oh, do we adore her. Laura is the only reasonable one of the group, and loves the charitable activities, and comes from us from this fun state of Georgia. One day, Ben, Andrew, and Kevin decided to entertain the people of Potterland by discussing the 6th book Her Majesty Rowling wrote. There are a lot of things to discuss, Ben pointed out. We should share it with people and call our show Mugglecast, Andrew backed up. We'll use computers, headphones, and Skype to bring all the information to the people, Kevin reasoned. They invited Eric, Micah, Jamie, and Laura to join the group. Andrew introduced and hosted the show. Ben made the conversations controversial sometimes. Kevin handled all the voicemails from all their listeners. Jamie entertained us with his British jokes. Eric still gave them headaches. Micah reads all the update news of Harry Potter for the week, and Laura is still the voice of reason. But everyone has their own competition. Even our heroes, the Mugglecasters across town, Melissa Dudley, John Noe, and Sue Upton decided to challenge the princes and princesses and invent a podcast about Harry Potter as well. Even though we have 2 podcasts to choose from, I see there is only one podcast to listen to, the best of the best, Mugglecast. I will always listen to Mugglecast and love every single one of the Mugglecasters for their individual personalities. Andrew's pickle character, Chatter makes me laugh so hard, Ben's give me a butterbeer, though we have not seen it affected lately. Makes me laugh, makes me shout out in agreement. Kevin is constantly making me swoon because of it's cute as the large story. My God, Sherlock's broadcast was the funniest thing I've ever heard. Jamie's accent makes all his answers sound wittier and makes the girl screams. Eric attempts to defend the crackback theory that makes it funny, and every time Laura tells one of the others to shut up, I shout, "You go, girl." Though my story is coming to an end, Mugglecast's story does not stop here. The fans, including myself and my twin Forge, are hoping and praying they all continue the podcast until movie 7 comes out. But when this adventure finally does end, and we come to an end, we will be sad to see you all go. But we understand that even though Peter Pan never wanted to grow up, our brave young Mugglecasters have to grow up and go to college and venture into the real world. So for now, I'm going to say farewell to Andrew, Ben, Kevin, Jamie, Micah, Eric, and Laura, too. I look forward to hearing more of your voices in the next episodes that are to come soon. The end. Hold on, I gotta check the time. Okay, 8:41. I want to make this really quick. I'm just gonna end it really quickly. I'm gonna do another one. I'm not quite sure if I'll read this. But my challenge is to write a very, very short story about the vultures, and I'll read my vulture story next week. Chelsea. I'll do a backup one just in case Chelsea you can't. I hope you find your camera cord soon. Makes me sad. Unless I've already pushed you enough. Carol, hold on. It's someone terrifying. Tori. So Tori, I will post this until my day open. Yeah. And I'm gonna try and edit it. So yeah.